Welcome back to Troggy Trog's Let's Play DDO. This is part 3 of our Threnal chain. This is the last 3 quests in this chain, so this is the Southern Ruins. And we'll go ahead and kick it off. We're just going to run this one on max difficulty because the nice thing about these last ones is you don't have to actually defend anybody or protect anybody like Coyle. So, alright. Now this quest, it's nice if you have somebody who has the knock spell or has the ability to open locks. It'll make this quest go a little faster. Actually, I think the next couple of quests in here work that way. And we have a little thing I wanted to use, but I can't remember where it was. I haven't used it yet. It's basically audience with the queen, and you drink some tea, and it gives you a short-term buff. So what did we get this time? We got 300 extra hit points, so now we're at close to 1,200 hit points. And we're off. This quest is going to be the most complicated, kind of convoluted.
Someone has managed to clear a way forward through the cave-in here.
Normally, I think we generally go to the left.
The missing party is sure to be found in the depths of these caverns. Your keen ears detect the sounds of heavy wings beating the air.
Okay. Zap these guys, I guess, while we're here. So this is why you'd want the knock spell. There are some traps in here, but this door here will be locked. So to get this unlocked, you can either find the key that's in this convoluted dungeon, or you can go this way. Now, I think this quest, if I remember correctly, I want to say it's up this way, and then you keep to the right the whole way to kind of make it quick. I'm going to not do that initially. We'll skip maybe some of this area because I don't think there's any narration for it, but I want to kind of just make sure we get all of Dave Arneson's narration in here if we can. If you look at the map, we've come from this direction here. This is kind of like a loopy area, and then we're going to go down this way for now. And this chest, I can't remember if it's random or if it's always in this room, but this is that key that you could take to open up the door. Like I said, I don't think you need it, but we have it anyway. So. See, this takes us up to where we started. That was the door we popped out of when we started. So now this area here, straight ahead, is an area that we haven't gone. So we'll head down there. Oh yeah, and there is this hellhound. You'll hear it when you're out here, but if you don't look up, you won't see it. Or a thrackhound, I should say. There are a few spots I'm passing. I'm just kind of showing you that this place is convoluted. It's very big. It'd be very easy to get lost in here. So one of the reasons I wanted to run around a little bit and show you the different spots. Okay, so if you make it to here, this is the basically.
Caverns end here at this gate. Ancient ruins lie beyond.
This is where the cavern ends, basically, and then there's the ruins. So if you make it there, you've got to the right spot. What we're going to do is go back up and show you some other areas that kind of they kind of overlap on the map. Like you'll see the map has, you know, kind of looks like it's linear, but some of this stuff is on like a second or third floor above or below you because you're going up and down ladders and such. So it's interesting. This guy is in there. I wonder if we can do the burst at all. No. We could try this. We could try this. Maybe one of those things will get him. Sometimes things get stuck in walls like that. That's not a serious thing there because he's not really going to affect the quest at all. But once in a while you do get some weird things happening. So, okay, over here we have a ladder. And this will take you down. I think this is just a few little like dead end like nooks here and there, and then eventually reconnects us to where we were earlier towards the beginning. So if we go up this way, yeah. Okay. Alright, so that's pretty much the whole of the map, I believe. The reason you'd want to come up here, though, is if you look in the distance, there's a beholder. And the beholder, the thing about the beholder is, you kind of need to kill the beholder. So, because otherwise it'll say, it'll tell you to come back. Now he's doing all kinds of his stuff to me, and they have like an anti-magic thing. It's kind of a field that extends out from them to a certain range. So if you're in that field, you won't be able to cast spells. You have to either melee or do some other type of damage. So we know what this way goes. We know what this way goes. Now what we're gonna do is D-door. I think we got everything done on this part of the map here. Well, everything other than, I guess, if we wanted to really flush it all or flush out the map completely, we could jump down here, and then this should connect us. Yeah, this should connect us to this area here, and then that would be that. So everything would be on the map at that point. Like I said, no, this will work. So like I said, you know, when you pop this door open earlier, I think you make a left-hand turn, and then you just basically, it's the rule of right all the way up, so you just constantly stick to the right, or maybe it's the rule of left, one or the other, but we'll see. We'll see how it works. I know you just stick to one side the whole way, so, oh yeah, I think it's rule of left. So you just keep going to the left, you go to the left, and then basically you're gonna keep going east and south. So southeast, and that'll get you to where you need to go. So if you remember that, you know, from the beginning, you have the ability to knock or unlock the door. Once you get that door unlocked, that first door unlocked, just keep going to the left, and then basically head in a southeasterly direction. That'll speed you up if you don't need to fight the beholder. So always kind of like south and east. Oh, so these guys respawn, huh? Okay. And then you drop down here. And then they're there. Okay, so then we use the knock spell because this would be locked, but we could also use that key that we found. I believe we could do both there as well. And here we have some footings. I don't on the fireworks on them. I can't remember. I probably need to do it. I just figured I'd try it. It's been a while. I'm rusty. All right, so you have two valves or levers you need to pull to open up those doors. I'm gonna try to gather everything up. There's a secret door here, so we'll gather everything up over here. Your levers that you need are here and here. Knock it down. Good job. Alright, so we'll pull the levers. Probably rebuff here too, just to this quest is a little longer than some of the earlier ones. Now down here is a really tough spot. These guys do polar ray, so if you're not ready for them, they're gonna really hit you hard. At level, they can kill you with one zap. So ideally, what you do is you have somebody come down here and look for the first one and hit him, then kill the second one and third one pretty quickly. Either with, you know, if you have a monk, maybe like stun one or whatever.
Something feels wrong here.
This is an interesting little spot here as well. See how I jumped over here, right? Ah, there's a way you can actually jump up there. It's just like a bunch of fake chests. One way to do it is to use your like Caneth boots with propulsion or your favorite soul wings and leap of faith and jump over there. But I can't remember exactly. I'll try it one more time. I can't remember exactly where was I used to jump. There's a ledge. I've made it over there before, but there's a ledge. Yeah, maybe I just didn't jump in the right spot. There we go. Yep. So you have all these like fake chests over here. They can't be opened, but it's really cool. It's kind of like a little Easter egg kind of thing, a little tease. It's like, oh, look at all that good stuff, and then you start running over there, and the floor falls out, and you fall down, and then you're attacked by the guys below. Okay, so the jeweled key opens this up. See, this Slay the Cave Beholder won't be on your list until you either get to the door and don't slay him, and then, you know, earlier on the second door, I should say, and then don't slay him, or you slay him and then it'll pop up. So it's just something to be aware of. You have to kill the cave beholder. So
the nearby corpses appear to be those of the missing Denieth party, though Coyle is not among the dead. A suspicious scroll lies on top of one of the bodies.
Alright, so we look for the scroll of the Black Moon. Pick that up, and then we'll say, oh wow, we can go here, but we can't. Yes, and you can't knock it either. It'll not knock. So that's the end of the quest. D-door back out. We'll have to do this all over again, which is one of the silly things about this quest, is you have to run all that over again. But anyway, oh yeah, we want to talk to Zavira, and you can read through that if you'd like. And then I'm going to go back and start up the second part of this excavation site. And to keep it faster, I'll just run it on normal. So we want to buff up. Same routine as last time. I am not 100% sure if you have to kill the cave beholder in this particular one, so we'll try to do it without killing it, and if we have to, we'll come back. We generally know where it is, so not a big deal. Let's see what we get this time from our Audience of the Queen. Audience of the Queen gives us... it's plus 10 to all saving throws. So yeah, you would You're
You
gonna
notice fingerprints in the dust on
go
this
back down
leather
this way
handle.
again.
It appears to have been used recently. Your keen ears detect the sounds of heavy wings beating the air.
It wasn't letting me click that for a second. Alright, so remember the left. You go left and you stick to the left and keep heading south and east. And that'll get you to the end fast. That's if you want to skip all the, the stuff to fight. So south and east. Now that's the way up to the Beholder. Just gonna go down this way. We're gonna see if we need to get the Beholder or not. I can't remember if we need it, so I figured we'll see if we need it for this one. Go south. And east, and south and east. Where? Get you? Oh, didn't time that one right. And he's immune to that. Nope, he missed that one. So, alright. South and east, and there we are. So.
The caverns end here at this gate. Ancient ruins lie beyond.
So you can knock this one, and then don't forget about all the breakables along the way. There is a trap panel for this particular trap here, by the way, this force trap, and that is force damage. So there is no true immunity to it, or resistance to it through spells. You will get hit by that, and it doesn't shut off unless you disable it. So just be aware of that. It does hit pretty hard. I've seen a lot of people hit that and get killed, so it's kind of funny. Kind of funny to watch people run into it, though. Alright, so we did, again, we'll have these, let's see if we can invis ourselves here, and we'll go, yeah, see how they're, we can see them, and there's this, you pull the one up first, and then you can kill it, right? You can kill this black pudding, right? Then you got two more down here, there they are. So you'd want to run in there really quick and kill them pretty quickly. Again, if you don't have the ability to see them or anything, if you have something like a rogue or something that has some good spot abilities, you can send them in and let them spot it for you, and then pull it. You can kind of bluff, use deception, things like that, and pull it out of there towards you, like one at a time, because the polar ray does hit extremely hard, and if you don't have the cold resistance and protection from elements.
Something feels wrong here.
Oh, I almost made it across. I wasn't even trying. I was like, oh, let's just see what happens if you just run across. Okay, and I think that's it for the traps. There might be one more trap here, actually, but I don't think there is. Yeah, I'm not on my roguey character, so I can't spot all that stuff. There we go. Alright, so now we've made it this far. Yeah, so you don't have to do the Beholder to finish the quest, I don't think. So that's good. So we have this door here. Like, oh, what's in this door? Well, you can't get in there until you kill the stuff. But there is a chest in here. So we got a chest and a shrine. And then we move on. I guess we should go haste. All that good stuff. This quest does have a lot of beholders in it because, again, you're dealing with outsiders from the realm of Zoriat, which is the plane where the outsiders come from in this particular multiverse version of Dungeons and Dragons. So be aware that you're going to have to fight these kind of guys. You can finger of death them, disintegrate them, all that kind of stuff, but you have to be careful because they can basically nullify that with their anti-magic field. So you want to stay at a distance when you cast those. Collectible in here. Always check the corners because you have a lot of breakables in this quest. That lever opens this door up, so now we have this open. There's a secret door here. And there's a chest here. And I don't think this chest is trapped either, so don't have to worry about that. Now, you'll see that that gate there is locked here, right? And you'll have to go up here to unlock it. So this room here has an up area and a low area, so you have basically 3 floors here. Alright, so we got this side, we have this side, 2 levers each. And you go down. Water. There's a door here that is opened by the 2 levers. Pop up on this side, and this will give you the access to the upper area. So there's some oozes I think around here, black puddings. And gargoyles. Basically, if you're looking for conquest, always make a good run around here because some of this stuff doesn't spawn until you move around and look for it. Okay, so generally I go on this side first because you're going to be working towards that corner over there. So I'll run over here and get this side done first. And I'm wondering if there's that many lines left in this chain of Dave Arneson's narration. I think it's like the other one, the Delares module for Gary Gygax. There's very little narration. But yeah, if you're looking for conquest, you'd want to like look around and get all these little corners because there's like Thrackhounds and Fire Reapers all over the place. So just like look around and try to find them all. Head over here, and there will be a door that opens up from pulling those levers, and there's a beholder down the end. And you can disintegrate them if you have their spell, so you don't have to actually fight them. Disintegrate has an extremely long range. It's probably one of the longest range spells in the game. So Polar Ray is another one you could use, although I think that's a higher level spell, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think Polar Ray is like level 6 or 7. It doesn't say anymore. They used to have these little Roman numerals and all these, and I can't see it now. Anyway, yeah, you get Disintegrate's one of my favorite spells. If all else fails, just disintegrate them. Okay, so we had to swim under, right? So the swim side's on that side. This is a wall that divides the rooms. So basically, you're done this, you can just drop down and work your way over here. It's even faster. But yep. So that's all done. And we're back in this room, and we head down. We got the key now, so here. Now in this room you have an underwater spot. I don't think there's anything down here, but just for kicks we'll look around. I haven't been down here in a long time, and I'm kind of rusty with the game, so we'll just take a real quick look. Nothing down there. Okay, so what you need to do is get a. You see that little lever there, that yellow lever? It's one that uses a ranged weapon. So, you know, generally what you would do is, you know, maybe jump up here on this little pedestal, and then target it. Right? You get it hard targeted or however, and then you would range it. You don't necessarily have to do that though. You can pull this lever. I think you have to range that from there. You can get up here, and then if you have feather fall, you can get up here like this. That keeps slipping off. Try that one more time. There we go. Alright. Get our haste and our rage, whatever you need to do to make sure you have your jump. And you should just be able to.
The man across the bridge bears a striking resemblance to Coyle. His face and demeanor, though, belong to a
But if you don't have ranged
darker,
weapons,
grimmer
that's
man.
one way to do it. Generally, it's a good rule of thumb to always have ranged weapons on you. Just some kind of returning throwing item. Find yourself like a good returning throwing item that is one of the ones that isn't like a stack of, you know, throwing things, but actually like a returning throwing item. So there's Coyle. Okay, and then this is the last part here. This is a quest called the Gate Chamber. This is a quest that you can actually window farm. Window farming is when everyone in the party stays inside the quest when you complete the quest, and when you're done, you walk out of the quest, and actually one person walks out. Everyone else stays in to hold the instance open. It's like right now I'm in an instance of this dungeon, the previous dungeon, not the Black Moon, but the entering the Gate Chamber. So if I wanted to repeat entering the Gate Chamber again, one person would leave the quest, then turn around at the entrance of the quest, click back on the door, get this window to pop up, and hold it. Like, just leave the window open, like an open window. Then everyone else would walk out. Then you could re-enter the quest together and repeat the quest. It's a way that people farm quests for experience points. But anyway, got the Gate Chamber. We'll go in on Elite. This quest is a very fast quest, like really fast. Probably one of the fastest quests in the game. So no real reason to buff up too much. We're just gonna throw a couple buffs out, and we'll get this guy with the. Yeah, there's not many guys left. And there's his corpse, and then there's all these giants. So there's a fire giant or two in here. So you can go up and actually do full damage to the fire giant. They're susceptible to that damage. Obviously, do a lot of things to these guys. Magic missile, whatever. But that's it. And the quest is over. It's a very fast quest. It's the end of the whole thing. So basically, you're finishing off these giants at their summoning portal, and you get a chest. In this chest, there's often some named items. Mallory's Breath is one of them, I think. There's a Nulb's Fist is another. Anyway, you basically hold this instance, and one person will finish out. You know, usually we can D-door or whatever. The one person that goes out would click on this, exit while everyone else stays in. They'd exit out and say, "Hey, I'm going to get window." Okay, so we finished up the quest, and well, we got up to Zavira, I think, and then talked to Sal. So we get Zavira, and we'll finish this part of the chain. And then we'll go talk to Sal, and that'll finish up the question. So let's see what we got here. Recoil, Mystical Goblet, Spectacular Optics. Oh, a Penny Whistle. Summon Monster 3, 5 charges. Ooh, that's nice. Don't know if it's good at that level though. Level 9, Summon Monster 3 is kind of weak. But it's not bad. I mean, if you like using summon monsters, it's like 5 free ones, and then this one's got 3 level 4 summon monsters. Antos Weave, Fencer's Garb, Rabbit Gloves. So many interesting things here. Glacial Cask, Coin Belt. I think this is the full list actually, so we're actually getting to see all the items. Because I think every 3 times you run the chain, you get a full list. Retribution. Holy, True Law, Pure Good, with a red slot longsword. That's like a good paladin type longsword. That has heroism on it, and a purple slot, a heavy fort, tower shield. That's pretty cool. You can look in the. They'll show you what it actually looks like, the skin for the item. If you're curious, you know, like what is that going to look like when I wield it? You know, it gives you an idea at least. You know, I'll take these Fernian wraps. I can sell these. They're one of the only items on here that's not bound to account, so I'll take that. Okay, so this is the part that's the tricky part. You want to know how to do this, so you do not, absolutely do not repeat the Eastern Excavation quest if you want to run the chain and get further rewards. So what you need to do is our social panel here, or not social panel, the quest journal. Alright, so the Abandoned Excavation. Yeah, so you got that, right? Missing, this is the full chain, so it's Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, Chapter 4, you get your reward. So what you want to do is you want to only abandon the Western Excavation, right? So you, again, pull out your social or your quest journal. You've got the Abandoned Excavation and the Western Excavation. You want to abandon this one. This is in need of supplies, rescue, and secure the area. So you abandon that one. Okay. But you still have the Eastern one, complete it, see? So you talk to him, he'll say, do you want to do that or you want to do that? And you'll have to talk to John or Jan or whatever his name is. Jan. So you'll go over here. I'm just going to show you this because this is how you avoid having to do the Coyle quest. So I wanted to demonstrate how to do this. Okay, so remember how we left this guy with the blue chalice over his head. Right, so we talked to Jan, whatever, and that's, I can do it. Okay. So we got the Western one now. So now we can run the Western site again, all 3 of those, right? You complete those 3, you leave that guy with the blue chalice once you complete all 3, have the blue chalice over his head, and then you will run back to talk to Sal after you complete those 3. And do not, again, do not ever take the Eastern dig site. The Eastern dig site is that one over there that I'm pointing my cursor around. That's the one over there where Coyle's involved. Okay, so that's Eastern. Eastern is Coyle. Okay, and then when you're done Jan's, you'll say, "Is there anything else I need to do here?" You take the option that Sal gives you, and that will let you go over here and talk to Zavira again. So yeah, you'll come back over here, talk to this Zavira, and she'll let you, once you finish Jan's, you'll be able to go in here and do this quest. Right now you can't because it's the Abandoned Excavation hasn't been given to us because we don't have Jan's quest yet. But if we were to do Jan's quest, then we'd be able to do that. So that is how that is done. So you know that by avoiding the Eastern Excavation site, you'll be able to do this. Again, what you have to do this though is to pull up your quest journal. You have to abandon. It'll say complete it after you finish the whole chain. It'll say complete it for Western Excavation. So you have to abandon the Western Excavation site. When you abandon it, it also abandons the Abandoned Excavation part of that, but it doesn't abandon the whole quest chain. It leaves the Eastern Excavation as completed, and that's the most important part. So you do the Western, then you come back here and talk to Sal, ask Sal, what else do you need to do? Is there anything else I need to do? You know, is there more to do here? Take this option. That'll give you the Zavira quest over at the Southern Excavation site, and that's that. So we'll pay one last visit to Dave Arneson's memorial, and I may do. There's like out here in the map, there are some giant caves that have giants dwelling within them. They're walk-up quests. There's no quest giver, so you just walk up to them, enter, do the quest. You get a chest at the end, a little bit of XP, but there's no end reward or chain reward for it. So and there's no favorite. I hope someday they'll fix that. I think it's something they need to do, to add these 3 quests as part of a chain for not necessarily the Threnal chain itself, but maybe its own little mini 3-part chain out here. There's also the Threnal ceremonial blade that you can upgrade into a dagger and a longsword. They're really nice weapons. They're especially at level. They have a couple of slots you can craft on, and they do higher base damage than most weapons you find. So we'll look at that later on. That'll be probably in an upcoming Let's Play that'll be connected to this whole thing here. I'll probably run those in the near future. So just wanted to let you know how to do this, how to avoid running Coyle, and I hope you enjoyed the Threnal chain. I know that Dave Arneson doesn't get a lot of dialogue in this chain, but it's a lot of fun to hear his voice, and it's a nice way to pay homage to him. And so I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching.